Hello everyone, this is Feather Redfox of Heart Path Studio and part 2 of our Red Thread Circle Shop. So glad to have you here today. Remember, since this is a video, you can always pause it and do it on your own time as you need to. You don't have to keep up with me. Not at all. Or I may be going too slowly. At any rate, here we are. We're working on my box, tramping and walking on eggshells. We want to find out just exactly what those eggshells are and what you want to do about them, if anything. So I thought I would play my drum just a little bit. We want to reach into our deepest hardcore truth and do this work so that it can have the most benefit for us. And sometimes the drum helps us to focus and helps us to reach a deeper place. Deep breath. And I will probably have a few pauses or breaks in the video today, just to make it run a little smoother for me, so I can set things up as we go along. But for now, we want to talk about our box and those eggshells that are filling it. Sometimes our boxes, those things that contain our lives, they're like the parameters, the descriptions of our lives. And sometimes they're fortresses. They're strong and powerful and they make us feel safe. But other times, they're like the chains in a jail. So do we live in a fortress or a jail? Probably some of both. So we want to think today about the chains, the jail part of these boxes we create that say, this is who I am and this is the life I live. And maybe, just maybe, you'll find that you want to change some of that. So that's what our work is today. Your box and the eggshells in it, finding the parts of it that are a jail for you, that are chaining you, and help you to make some changes, if you choose to. So everybody should have a list. You should have received an email with a list of all the supplies you would need. One of the most primary, foremost, is a great big sheet of watercolor paper. Really nice, heavy watercolor paper. We will only use a small portion of that today. And that's what I'm doing. I'm working with some of the scraps of that paper. But if you have your full sheet, that's great. And we want to start working in one of the corners, any corner you choose. And we're going to actually create a box. So you should have this sheet of instructions on the size and the measurements of your box and how to create it. I want to warn you, however, this is not a pattern of the exact size. So don't cut this out and trace around it, because that won't work. It does have the correct dimensions on it, so you can follow the instructions. And as we work today, I'm going to use a marker simply because you'll be able to see what I'm doing better. But you folks, just go ahead and use a pencil if you choose. Okay, So the first thing we want to do is create an actual box.